Hi, it's Terry,
And Jen.
and welcome to Coffee with Terry and Jen.
And today we're talking about cottages.
Yeah, it's actually coming up. The Spring Magazine is going to print next week, and we actually have a section in there. We're actually talking about camps and cottages, and we're actually out in Massey on West Lake, which is just off of Birch Lake Road, and we thought, what a perfect setting to talk about camps.
That's right. I've been out the last few weekends looking at camps, and
Yeah.
people are getting excited and they're looking and lots of interest.
Yeah, we're starting to see a few more coming up, and
Yeah.
and people, I think more and more want to get away.
Yeah.
You know, they're they've been cooped up in the house now for over a year, and camps or cottages are really in high demand.
Yeah, well, people can't necessarily take a flight and go anywhere,
Yeah.
right, where they might have before. So,
Yeah. What is the difference between a camp and a cottage?
well, it depends. Are you from down south or are
Yeah.
you from up north?
Yeah. So I don't think I think it is. We
Yeah.
call it camp here. You know, it's people from the north, and but you know, it
Yeah, I
doesn't
have a
matter.
client from down south, and when I say camp, he's like, "What?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, cottage."
Yeah. So what? Any type of camp? Like, what is the biggest challenge when you're buying a camp?
Well, I think that there's a few. I know there's quite a few questions that my clients have, and one is septic. Is there a septic system? Is there electricity? Um, uh, is the water potable? How do they get the water?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a quiet lake? And some people just want a lake, a smaller lake where they can canoe and use their paddleboard. Others want, like, they have a motorboat, so they want to be able to water ski. And so it really depends on what they're looking for. But those are some of the top questions. And I think for everybody I've shown, nobody wants to see neighbors.
Yeah.
So they
It's
also
hard.
want
It's hard.
acreage.
You
Yeah.
want to be able to look to the right and left and not see anybody. So
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard to find that. I'm finding the biggest challenge is probably getting a mortgage. I think before you ever start looking, you have to talk to your mortgage broker and figure out how you're going to finance it. The banks are not. It's not easy financing a camp, and if it's got full septic, full hydro, full water system, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
But as soon as you take out one of those things, no power, no septic, it makes it really hard. Most people, especially with the increase in values of homes right now, are using equity out of their home, and that's I think most mortgage brokers will say that's the first route to take is so if you've got a few $100,000 of equity in your house, refinance your mortgage and take that equity and purchase the camp. I think that is the easiest, and also you're paying less interest, because the interest on your mortgage for your home will be still under 2%. Camp might be more, and the down payment on the camp might be more too. So that's something before you even start looking, make sure you check that out. So and the lakes, finding out about the lake is hard. Like, we've got 1,000 lakes within 100 kilometers of Sudbury, and to try and find out about the lake, the depth of the lake, is it spring fed? Do you ever have blue-green algae problems? How do you find those things out? Well, it's, talking to neighbors, talking to local people, and
even the road going in. I mean, can you access the road in the winter? How is the road in the winter? Who pays for the plowing?
Yeah.
Who takes care of that? In the summer, do you have to cross somebody else's property to get to the camp? So, those are questions, because the owner of that camp could be very friendly now, but could sell it, and then you've got a problem down the road. So those are definitely things that you want to make sure you know the answers
Well,
to.
the question that came up is, what's on the other side of the lake? Who owns that? Is that Crown land? Is it is it owned by a big developer who's planning is it owned by a construction company, a gravel pit? It's just it's good to see who's all around you, and also finding out like a boat launch, like the property we're at here. They've got their own boat launch, but some properties don't have a boat launch. So how you have to get a neighbor or find a way to get your boat in the water. So But anyway, so check out our spring. Should be in the mail within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and if you have any questions about camps, cottages, or anything waterfront or real estate, don't hesitate to send us an email or give us a call. And the email is info@theaimsteam.ca. And we've already been out showing camps, so if you want to get out and look at any, give us a call.
Yeah, have a great day.
Bye.